Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. Today we actually saw some very intriguing news in regards to Sony on how they just did a really big, massive, multi-million-dollar investment into another big publisher in regards to just, well, trying to get more things underneath their good old gaming control. As well, we also have some pretty cool statements in regards to the future of what they're going to be doing in investing, which means a lot of really cool stuff in regards to brand new games, brand new IPs, brand new studios, more expansions, more developments, and also maybe even more apps and other various stuff too for the brand new PlayStation ecosystem. As well, we also have our huge, massive, like $1 billion big deal over from Tencent, which is also regards to Sony too as well. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of big drama, a lot of things to go that are kind of fun to talk about. So let's go and talk about it. As well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. As well, for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway, Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console, and controller. Twitter and Twitch stream as well, link down below. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stack for money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. Those are always linked down below. And of course, let's go dive on this video itself because we got a lot of really fun things mixed on in. Really fun stuff. I like seeing this stuff overall. So first and foremost, let's go kind of set the stage over here today. So as you guys have known, a lot of really big things when it comes to acquisitions, when it comes to spending money, when it comes to all this stuff, is sometimes people are saying that Sony isn't doing enough. So we've actually had a pretty good thing over here in regards to all their acquisitions, where they've worked and partnered with things like AWOL, Netflix, Disney, Crunchyroll, which they literally also have a huge buyout for that one, Roblox, and a lot of other various big places. But as well also with PlayStation 2 with Hyundai. They also have things over here with Epic Games. They bought Housemarque, Discord things, Netflix, Deviation Systems, Bluepoint Games, Tron, Devolver Digital, and all this stuff. We've also actually seen other various statements too as well that's basically stating that Sony is actually down to go and spend a lot of money. We're talking a lot of money out here to go and keep on expanding into this, because as of right now, Sony actually is sitting on billions of dollars, and they can actually go make some really huge acquisitions, kind of how even Xbox did when it came to Bethesda. So a lot of people are always kind of scrutinizing over here, but even just looking at this stuff, you guys can see in how many partnerships and acquisitions and BIOS they've done, with also more rumored on the way, and as well on top of that too is also trying their best to make as many consoles, and as well as also make as many proper big AAA games. And that kind of goes into a really big news today, where Devolver Digital was actually almost evaluated at almost $1 billion. If you guys don't know what Devolver is, they've done a lot, and I mean a lot of really big publishing for games. They don't necessarily make the games. They more so, like, for a publisher, they buy the rights, they work with a company, they try to go market it, promote it, do sponsorships, and all of that mixed on in to go and help make these games work. Some really big games you guys may have noted would maybe be games such as like Hotline Miami, games like that, where they're basically really cool. They kind of focus a little bit more on the indie side. I've done quite a few games. I think also even some games like Worms and stuff like that have a little tie into with Devolver. They do a lot of games. They work a lot more on the niche, kind of mid-tier game segments as well. So as of today, they actually did go public on the actual stock exchange, and they had a $950 million thing over here for the London Stock Exchange. But one kind of big thing to kind of note once again is we even saw Sony today go and make a huge 5% equity stake into them in the actual stock market. So basically the stock went live at 8 a.m. and basically Devolver raised $261 million emission for that stuff too as well, with the evaluation for the company at $950 million too as well. This is basically the largest ever US-based company by market capitalization to be admitted to the London Stock Exchange too as well on top of that too. So very cool to see. They've also made a confirmation too that Sony Interactive did go make a huge 5% investment into the company. This also provides Devolver Digital with a $50 million in gross proceeds that they can go more towards like expansion on that. So basically this is kind of like more, as of now, this company is partially owned now by Sony. Of course, it's not a huge full-on buyout or as well as like a 50% minority or majority stake. But when it comes to this stuff, you can see that even now, this is like a big deal. This is like a $50 million investment. Like no matter who you are, that's a lot of money. So you can also go and see too, now Sony is trying to go at least get a little bits and pieces of other various places. Now, of course, this is not a huge Bethesda acquisition, but this is kind of big to go and see too as well, mainly because now this has Sony being more so on the PC market even more, and also going to maybe have even more closer business ties to go and maybe get more games on the Sony networks, on the PlayStation games, especially for all these indie games coming out there. I mentioned this before too as well when it came to the Sony and TSM partnership, where while they may not be fully buying out, like, say, a TSMC company, when you have these close business relationships, especially in the gaming sphere or production sphere, TSMC for in terms of production, semiconductors, because you're going to be making PS5s, PS6, PS7s, PS5 Pros, even PS4 still. And also, you also have other things like, cameras, TVs, and other various Sony products. And then something with like DEVOLER, where while you're not buying it out fully, it just kind of strengthens a nice relationship to maybe have more exclusives on the Sony system, have the games come faster to Sony games, have more porting over here to the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4. So it's actually a very, very nice acquisition, and it's kind of cool to see Sony starting to spend some money. Now, this is like, once again, it's not an insane one in regards to, say, like, Bethesda or buying like Housemarque Q or all that other type of various stuff, but it's nice to go and see that they actually are spending some money mixed on in. I'll go to things example too as well. So with DEVOLER, think say Fall Guys, and we also saw Fall Guys have a lot of good success when it came to PS Plus and offering the game for free and kind of bolstering up the service. So maybe you think as well, maybe for more future good PS Plus games in the future as well. It's just nice to see more options, more game commitments too. On top of that, we love seeing the stuff overall in general. As well, also, we kind of also saw in the comments over here with Tencent incoming, which surprisingly enough, boys, Tencent actually has a little bit of a weird deal going on too as well with Sony, I believe, too as well. So Tencent actually was trying to go do a $1.3 billion deal, which actually did come over to the U.S. security probe, which actually led to really big legal issues. So the National U.S. Security Panel is investigating Tencent Holdings at $1.27 billion takeover of Sumo Group, the British video game maker, said on Friday, in a possible setback to the Chinese internet giant. And I believe also the Sumo Group too as well has done a lot of things more so owned / working very closely to as well with games such as like, PlayStation games too. So Sumo, which has studios in the United States and 4 other countries, said that Tencent had agreed to offer undertakings to gain approval from the Committee on Foreign Investment in the United States. So basically all the security commissions, which assets deal with ensures they do not hurt national security. And this will also guys go to various some stuff too as well, ever since, TikTok had that all big crazy drama tied on in, especially with Chinese companies. Tencent made a deal with Sumo in July, just days after China market regulators blocked its plans to merge video game streaming sites Huya and Douya on antitrust grounds. Sumo and Tencent are engaging with the CFI US to get clearance for the acquisition before the end of the year, the British firm said on Friday. Sheffield-based Sumo clients and partners include Microsoft, including Microsoft's Game Studios, Apple Inc., and Alphabet Inc.'s Google, amongst others too as well. And this deal would actually go bring together Sumo's racing and games with Tencent's more high-profile range of games and include mobile versions of, say, like the Call of Duty. So Sumo's actually done a lot of stuff. They've done stuff with PlayStation. They've done stuff with Xbox. They've done stuff with Apple. And it's also very intriguing to go and see this in the overall gaming news, too, as well. So we've seen actually a lot of very intriguing stuff, too, mixed on in with all this type of stuff for acquisitions and everything in general. As well, I also want to remind you guys, too, that when it comes to things like PlayStation, they're trying their best to go and find anything they can. So when it comes to stuff, we even had like the official tweets mixed on in earlier on today saying, shout out to our friends DEVOLER Digital on their public offering today. We're honored to be an investor. Keep shining a light on those great indie games. So it does the big kind of, I feel like always Sony's had a bit more of like a mediocre take when it comes to indie games, especially if you kind of compare, say, to like the PC markets or to like the Switch market. So it's very nice also to see once again that Sony's trying to go and put their money where their mouth is and invest into very cool things such as indie games overall. And of course, too, very, very last coming over here too as well, if you guys don't know about DEVOLER Digital, DEVOLER Digital once again just does a lot of different games like Inscription over here. You guys can kind of just go through a quick thing. Death's Door, which also once again was even featured on the PlayStation last day to play, and all these other various games too as well mixed on in. There's so many games that they've done. So many intriguing games too as well. Lots of indie games, and I'm sure you guys have probably either seen of them, seen them promoted, or played quite a few of them too as well. Like I said, some notably ones too, maybe like Hotline Miami and some other various ones. So give me all your thoughts and comments down below from today's video. I know we covered a lot of little various stories, as well make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console, and controller. Twitter and Twitch stream as well, link down below. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stack, free money. Go ahead and base you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. I'll see you guys up in the next one. Love you guys.